Welcome to Every Thought Captive. Let's hear from David Gibson. The title of the book is The Lord of Psalm 23. The subtitle is Jesus, Our Shepherd, Companion, and Host. It is published by Crossway. Give you a look at the book. It's a hardcover at this point when I got it. It is 157 pages total. I'll be reading an excerpt from chapter 8, What He Sends. In the Exodus from Egypt, the people being rescued were pursued by the fury and tyranny of Pharaoh. In their ongoing rescue from sin, they were pursued in the wilderness by the goodness and mercy of their covenant Lord, who did not abandon them in their rebellion, but kept making a way for their return to Him. David knows that the goodness which pursues him is the covenant goodness of God. You are good and do good. Psalm 119, verse 68. He knows that the mercy hot on his heels is the covenant mercy of God. It is hesed, the word for God's steadfast love, as the ESV footnote records. This is His loving kindness, His loyal, committed, faithful love. With this word, the relational nature of the term cannot be overemphasized. It describes the duties, benefits, and commitments that one party bears to another party as a result of their relationship between them. Peter Craigie says, in a sense, the language of Exodus and wilderness which permeates the entire psalm comes to a head in the expression loving kindness. The God of covenant, who in the past had expressed His loving kindness to His people so bountifully in their redemption, would continue to do so in the future. One of my favorite films is The Fugitive. Harrison Ford plays Dr. Richard Kimball, a man wrongly accused and sentenced to imprisonment for murdering his wife. Kimball escapes from custody and ends up on the run, determined to prove his innocence and clear his name. All the way through, he is hunted down by Tommy Lee Jones's character, Samuel Gerard, a ruthless and determined police officer. At the very end of the film, spoiler alert, in the showdown there is a moment when Gerard shouts across the room to where Kimball is hiding, "I believe you. I know you didn't kill your wife." In that moment, we see the relief wash over Kimball's face. All his efforts have come good. He is vindicated and in the clear. Why? Because, as it turns out, the man who has been pursuing him is good. Kimball is being pursued not by a crooked cop, but by a good one, a man capable of showing mercy to those in need. It changes everything. When we see it or experience it personally, human goodness can be truly amazing. It can be life-giving and liberating. So too, steadfast love. In January 2022, Ron and Joyce Bond from Milton Keynes, England, were in the news for being Britain's longest married couple. That month, they were celebrating 81 years of married life together. They were 102 and 100 years old, respectively. What made me smile the most as I read the story was their recounting how some people said on their wedding day that it would never last. I looked at pictures of them from that day and then looked at them on their 81st wedding anniversary, and I realized that what I was looking at was steadfast love. It was love that hadn't gone anywhere other than after the other person. It was love that stayed and sought and stuck. In Psalm 23, the words of verse 6 tell the most beautiful story. After all the focus on our following the Good Shepherd, we now look over our shoulder and see two things following us: goodness and steadfast love. This is God's married love with which He pursues and woos His people. Such pursuit is delightful and honoring to the one so pursued. Thank you for spending time with me today. May God bless you richly in Christ. We'll see you again soon, God willing.